Hello, everybody. It's Ryan from Ryan's Guitar Shop with another software slash website review or deep dive, whatever we want to call this. I have been obviously seeing the AI movement happening for the last year or two and seeing what teachers have been struggling with, and obviously kids are just doing their essays and written reports and things like that with it. So not that I've been afraid of it or anything like that, but I've just kind of, as a guitar teacher, I just haven't found much use for it. But I wanted to share what I found this weekend and give you some tips and tricks. And I know this is not necessarily brand new. I saw this on a TikTok myself, and my situation is I have a doctor's appointment coming up, and as a guitar teacher, being gone and having a sub come in, especially any type of music, and even farther down the steps of guitar subs coming in and helping out is pretty much next to none. So I'm always scrambling to find lesson plans that the subs can do easily or the kids can do while I'm gone without just doing boring old worksheets. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I have a video on YouTube that's about an hour and a half long. That's perfect because that's the same length of the classes that we have. And I had seen this on TikTok of Brisk turning a YouTube video into a Google Slides presentation. And because it's a little easier for them to go on like Canvas, look at a slide presentation on their own and maybe fill out a little worksheet to go along with it versus trying to have a sub log onto my computer, project it to the class, have the audio, all that stuff kind of working. So I found that Google Slide presentation is a little bit better. So I have this video. I'm just going to have them watch the video on Canvas and then follow along. I wanted to have them just do a worksheet, basically just answer some questions just to make sure that they kept track. But I didn't want to watch the whole hour and a half video. I mean, I've already seen it, but I didn't want to watch it again and kind of write down or type up a bunch of questions and then do a whole bunch of answers. And just, I knew it would just take some time. I was kind of willing to invest that because I felt like, once I've got it done, it's done. But then a couple days ago, I saw this Chrome extension called Brisk and turning a YouTube video into a Google Slides presentation. So I thought, well, let's give this a shot and see what I can do. So I've already done this, and it worked phenomenally. I was so impressed at how easy this was. And so it's a Google Chrome extension. So you go to Brisk Teaching, or you go to the Chrome store, and type in Brisk, and you'll find it real easy. And then this kind of basically, this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to basically turn YouTube videos into basically, and that's actually the TikTok I saw. So yeah, you just add the Chrome extension, which I've already added. So it's puts this little dot here, and you can move this dot around. That's kind of nice. So you can make it unobtrusive if you need to. But it does way more than I thought. So the first thing I did is that you go to YouTube here, and you can see that I think it highlights this red to show that I can actually use it on here. So here's the video that I wanted to do. So you just come here and then you just click on this and it will give you a bunch of options. So we obviously wanted to create something. And then when I saw this, I saw all this stuff that's here. So, and I've heard of AI doing lesson plans and things like this and doing different things. So I'm not surprised, to be honest. But I thought, okay, well, I'll try this presentation first. Now, I ended up going with a quiz, technically, and I'll show you the difference here in just a minute, but I was curious just to see what presentation would do. So let's go ahead and do this here. And I have mostly freshmen in the classes I'll be missing, but you can obviously change any of the grades. I wanted a fair amount of slides because they have an hour and a half. I didn't want them to just go through too much, and then obviously I want some images in here. Presentation, and then just brisket. If you like barbecue, that made me kind of laugh. I was like, brisket's good. All right, so what it's going to do is you can see it automatically opens up my Google Drive. I've already done all the permissions and everything. And here it's going. See, it automatically throws in the slides. thrown in some pictures. Obviously, none of these pictures are from the video itself, but they've gone through and probably done a Google image search and going through and creating the slides. And I like the fact that it puts a background into it. Makes it pretty nice. Obviously, this is just generic here at this point, but they bring up some of the gear and stuff. Again, the pictures are just generic, but at least it gives you a template. I could obviously go back now and edit any of this that I wanted to. I could add some slides if I feel there's something missing. So we're up to 11 out of the 20 slides, so a little over halfway. But I mean, this is going pretty quick. So if nothing else, this at least would have given me a template to work on. And then I could have gone through a whole bunch of other things and obviously edited out and added some slides, changed the text if I needed to. Obviously, there's some things in here that maybe don't really apply. And then we're all done. So I can go through and do a few more things. If I felt there wasn't enough, I can do more slides. And I'm not quite sure what would happen if I hit this quiz, if it would turn this into a quiz or not. I haven't toyed around with that. Now, one thing I thought was nice that they talked about here on this, I think this is important to understand. I like this idea, this 80-20 rule. It's that you're not using the AI to completely 100% take out your work, but it's basically saying let's give you 80% of it, and then you can go back and do some of the work from there. And I think that's a great idea, is to use this as a great starting point, and then going back and making your changes. So I decided that I didn't really want to go this route, especially when I had the option to do a quiz. So let's just close out of this. So this one's done here. So this is the one I decided to go with. I added this title on here, but this is all of what this did. It asked me how many questions I want, and it automatically did all this, and then it gave me the answers. Now the answers were up here. I just tabbed down, so they're off sheet. So when I print this out, I will have the answers for quick grading, but I don't have it obviously on the sheet itself. So let me just show you what that looks like. So let's go back here. Let's create instead this time a quiz. And I did like the option. It's in just a minute. It'll give me an option if I want to use a Google form. Let's go ahead and do the max 20 questions, multiple choice. Again, keep the grade. And then I like this, that it did give me a document or a new Google form. Now, a Google form would be nice for obviously grading purposes and stuff, but I think it would be hard for them to watch the video on their computers and take the quiz at the same time. I know you could obviously split screen, so I just wanted to go simple and do a new document. So let's just show you what this looks like from scratch. This goes a little bit quicker. So I've done this 3 or 4 times just to kind of mess around with it and see what I would like to do. But again, look how quick this is just going to throw this out there. So we got our 20 questions. There's the answers. So again, it puts the answers there. You can just tab down, boom, 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 boom. So they're not on the sheet when you print it, but you still have the answers. Okay, so we have that. And I would just kind of format it, make sure that everything looks good. Obviously, get rid of this, add my title. So I thought this is actually, since I've done this 3 or 4 times with the same video, it's pretty consistent with the questions that it gives. So what's the Venture's first big hit song? It's got the same one. Let's see, musicians. So different, starting there. So it's a little bit different. So obviously I could do this 3 or 4 times, and then I could just create a new document and copy and paste these and obviously change the numbers and then go from there. Now, as soon as you click off, you lose all the options. So there was an option to add more. So let's do this one more time just so you can see. So I'm not going to save that one. Actually, it's even though it's going to be automatically saved. All right, let's try this one more time with the Google Doc. Let's do a quiz. We'll do the 20 questions, and we'll do a new doc. I just wanted to show you real quick how you can add some more questions if you needed more. But as soon as you click on this, you do lose all of the options from there. So again, the first big song, what instrument. So there's a lot of consistencies the more you you do it. You're not going to get a whole bunch of unique answers, but there might be one or two that are in there that are a little bit different that you might want to add. All right, so we get our 20 questions. Okay, so it says rewrite, make it longer. Let's do add on more questions. So we just do this, and we're going to add on, let's say we want to add on 10 more questions. We still want it in there. So when I did this before, it comes up there. So obviously now it's restarted the questions over again, so I'd have to redo the numbering. But I have those options if I felt like I needed to do some more, because 20 is the original default. Okay, so I am curious. Let's find out together what happens when we do a Google form, because I am curious. Let's find out together what happens. So let's do a quiz. We'll just do 10 questions. Let's try a Google form. I understand my problem. Okay, that's fine. I'm just curious to see, and I have to give it permission this time because I've never done the Google form. So let's see what a Google form will look like. It probably won't be in the quiz format. It might be. I might have to make quite a few more changes to this if I did it with the Google form. All right. I wonder how long it will take to do this. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So that went really quick. And then obviously we have our ones. So it automatically did give it an answer key or 1 point, and it's already gave us obviously the correct answer. Okay, so makes sense. I mean, you're making a quiz that it would automatically do that. So I could have done this, but again, I didn't know how well it would work if they're already watching the video on their Chromebooks. I'm going to print this one out and just have them fill it out on paper and turn it in. But if I just needed a quick Google form on something, there we go. So very easy. This version that I got was free. I haven't looked into anything else. I literally just did this earlier today when I was getting ready for this, but just go to the Chrome extension store or type into Google Brisk extension for Google Chrome. It will take you as there, easy. Obviously, most people now know how Chrome extensions work, but I've got it there in my extensions, and yeah, turned something that was kind of going to be a pain in the butt to something that was very easy, and I'll see what I use this for in the future. Hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Bye.